So, Bobby Kimball, what a voice.
Hi, I'm Bobby Kimball. I'm here with Leslie Mandoki as the first soulmate besides Leslie, having a great time with all these wonderful musicians.
Bobby is very special and incredible talent. Just a wonderful person. Actually, so many great songs are about the child in me.
Also der eine unserer Founding Member, den ich natürlich immer schon gewünscht habe kennenzulernen, haben zwei gemeinsame Freunde, nämlich Al Di Meola und Randy Brecker, also muss dann so von der Ferne verbunden miteinander. Und habe ich ihn am Flughafen abgeholt, aber ich habe ihn nicht gefunden in München. Und ursprünglich dachte ich, naja, okay, wir haben uns vielleicht verpasst und irgendwie kommt er nicht an oder irgendwas. Und plötzlich schrie mir jemand das im Ohr, ups, folgender Song. Ladies and Gentlemen, Bobby Kimball!
Yeah, well, actually, you know, when I met Leslie, when I first saw Leslie, he didn't know, we'd never met personally. And I thought I would play a trick on him. And I came in on the airplane and was walking through the airport, and Leslie was waiting for me, and I knew he was there with his hat on and everything. And when I walked by him, he says, he tried to find out if it was really me. And I just looked at him like he was crazy and kept walking by. And so I had to turn around and come back and tell him, look, it is me, okay? I'm here.
I can see your face still shining through the window on the other side. Rosanna, Rosanna, I didn't know that a girl like you could make me feel so sad. Rosanna.
is such a wonderful way. He reminded a child, and as he was taken to one of our concerts in Budapest, as we opened the Secret Festival, what became the world's largest rock festival in the meantime. No, I'm overdoing this now. In the meantime, became Europe's largest rock festival.
This was a good one. Actually, I met Ian there, and we were all on stage together with Bill Evans and Anthony Jackson. It was the very first time, number one, that I had played in Hungary. And this was such a tremendous crowd. And it was in an island where the river separates between Buda and Pest. And it was such a peaceful 7-day festival. One of the best I've been to in a very, very long time.
Carry me home on the wings of the night, back to the dreams of yesterday. Carry me home, straight back to the light, back to the dreams we used to play. Carry me home, yeah. Carry me home. Carry me home.
his mother and father was so wonderful, and the way that they were so happy, and he said on stage, 48,000 people, and they said, oh well, I couldn't take my mom and my dad to the Grammys, but we're just opening up a new festival here in Budapest, and was about 28 years ago, and he was just so happy that they're there. So the Louisiana boy, the incredible voice, Bobby Kimball, and he is a founding member. So he was in the very first record, with all of the songs here and there, in the double album. So the first and last, or put this way on, the current one. He was always with us, and he was always the one who made so much fun backstage and always joking, and he became, the Louisiana boy became a Californian boy, a true LA guy in the meantime.
I come from a place in Louisiana that they have a lot of undiscovered musicians, a lot of talent there. But the reason they're undiscovered is because they haven't really reached out and found the place where the industry is. Mm-hmm. I think it's important, number one, to have your talent together, to really be able to project what you want to say in the way you need to say it that can speak to the world. But it's also really, really important to bring that talent somewhere where there's an industry for it. Yeah. You want to shoot a movie, you go to New York, you go to LA. I had to leave Louisiana mainly because I wanted to follow my dream. Just like Leslie, he had to leave Budapest to follow his dream and find his musical place here in Germany.
But let's have a listen. I mean, he, as a founding member, he was already there in our earlier studio in the center of Munich before we moved out to Lake Starnberg, and I'll listen to that.
It's really an exciting project for me. I want to make it as good as I can.
Twice the same thing. So
both of these lines or just this one?
Both of these.
Okay.
Here what you saw, you sung over the Misunderstood Revolution part already, and you have to be synced with your harmony. This is what I need, and then you're more than welcome to do this end bit again.
With the heart of a hero lost in confusion.
And of course we had the songs Refugee and with Thomas Gottschalk, a great TV show, and then with Mother Europe TV shows.
I was one of the first people he asked to join him on his People project, Mandoki People. And the first song that I did with him was Refugee.
Your broken dreams, it's the frame around your face, a lonely cry to live or die. The race has only just begun.
Your soul is here, your heart is there, living in a separate world. Trains are rolling in, a lonely crowd is filling the station. People bring their wounded dreams. We're all searching for a destination. We're refugees.
Mothers lost their sons for you. Foolish heroes told them what to do. The oppression of the mind is a book of a history. They died in the name of eternity.
I think Mother Europe is sort of it's kind of a mad song too, but it's in a different mode, different vehicle. We're talking about, this is a great change and everything, but we're not mad about what we're saying. It's a mad concept, but it's done beautiful. It's really nice.
We all need you, beautiful Europe.
of course, Bobby was part of Wetten, Das, and he's part in the world's largest TV show.
Mit ihm kommen 7 Grammys. Der Sänger von Toto, Africa, Rosanna, Bobby Kimball.
And now I feel the heat again, burning you and me, more than ever wild and free. And now I feel the heat again, nothing you can do, I'll never give up again, never give in.
The Wetten, Das thing was one of the better moments, but I can't say it's better than the Golden Europe Awards, because that was like winning a Grammy.
So Bobby and us, of course, I mean, 50 years of rock, and he was doing a Toto one on the piano. Wow, his classic Hold the Line.
Das ist die Stimme von Toto, Bobby Kimball. Hold the line!
It's not in the way that you hold me, it's not in the way you say you care, it's not in the way you've been treating my friend, it's not in the way that you stay to the end, it's not in the way you look for the things you say that you do. Hold the line, love isn't always on time. Whoa, 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 hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. 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 Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
But of course, Bobby was singing pretty much everything there, Smoke on the Border, but whatever. Our own classics like Dreamer's Not a Fool.
Einer, der träumt, muss kein Trottel sein. A dreamer is not a fool.
Some nights I am breathing fire. What am I missing? Is there a reason?
Some nights drowning about the fears in a river of tears as a hostage of dreams. We're burning up the fuse. We know how much to lose.
We're breaking down the walls, and still we want it all. Dreamer's not a fool, I'm just a dreamer, breaking every rule. I come from the wild side. Dreamer's not a fool, I've been a rainbow. Just believe the true lies, and never ever tell me why.
But he was also part of Ein Herz für Kinder show. It was one of the greatest, largest charity show of the world. We played there with Kathy Melua, with Paul Carrack of American Mechanics, and of course John Lord of Deep Purple, and the United of Jethro Tull, of course Bobby Kimball.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us, above us only sky.
Imagine all the people living for today.
Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do.
Nothing to kill or die for. No religion to.
Imagine all the people living life in peace.
We did several television shows actually, Leslie and I. And
we had always wonderful moments in Berlin on tour, and we have a lot of recordings there. But of course, he was with us in London and in Paris and New York and in Budapest, in Cannes, everywhere actually. He was always with us. I mean, from the very first record to the latest new recording. And Bobby and myself. So you see us here by the lake, having fun and having joyful moments of life, and always just being funny. And whenever I'm in Los Angeles, then even if we are not recording, we just meet. But he was always around, and then I was cooking and he was cooking, and so we always had wonderful times. When we finished up the recording at 3 o'clock in the night, and then we had dinner then Central European time, 4 o'clock in the morning. But it was absolutely correct for Bobby. He just came on the same day, and he never really jet lagged, so I just always just having fun and going deep into understanding for me as a European American spirit of coming from Louisiana and playing the whole world with Toto, and so we were traveling a lot together. And then throughout the years, as we the one record and the other, and the tour and the other, and the concerts and the TV shows and all this, and radio shows, we had really wonderful times on all our hangs. And here you see some pictures as we had a huge hang with great Steve Lukather, the one and only Ian Anderson, the legendary Jack Bruce, and Bobby in Budapest during a party. It was a release party. It was our People Hero number 8 album. So we had so much to say about this wonderful, crazy, in a best way of this word, childish, in a most positive way, naive, and always believing in the good and a positive. I mean, just always good vibration. He was somehow. We all carry a kind of weight on our shoulder of the whatever you call rock and roll industry, and music industry, and the collapsing of the music industry, the implosion of it, the change of paradigms. So Bobby somehow was not ever felt like he would be affected by that, but mostly we all discussed it, and he was just always walking, and that was so fun. And yeah, wow.
there are 3 basic ingredients to a wonderful, great album. It said songs, and songs. If you have great songs, you got no problem. And these are some great songs.
He became somehow such a substantial history that how we, created music with him, and his voice is such an incredible instrument. And thus we lost Jack. It was a very sad moment of life, and then Bobby was reminding me to this moment in London. We were recording Bobby and Jack Bruce at the legendary Abbey Road studio. And as you see it on a Beatles recording, it's just the control room is a kind of first floor, and you have to walk down and a long stairway, and there is the recording room. So it just smells like Beatles. And also Al Di Meola was recording a lot there. And whenever we are in London, we were recording at Abbey Road. It was Dreamers of the Fool. And it was the middle eight. And Bobby was singing it incredibly, so I just, wow. And then Jack was saying, sitting next to me behind the console, Bobby, it was really great. But what about you singing with some conviction, with some feeling? We thought, okay. It was so incredible as Bobby was singing it, so impressing me. Oh, wow. And Bobby, he was just saying, oh, hey, Jack, welcome. Why did you come out and do it? You know what? Jack went out, he did it. Even more fantastic. So then Bobby went out, hey, let me do it again. And it was so like two teenage boys, were just trying to compete with this middle eight of the Dreamers of the Fool. That was a wonderful time. So
I thought it was a really interesting project with David Clayton Thomas and Ian Anderson and Jack Bruce. I mean, these are legends to me. Mm-hmm. So it was a real honor to come and do this. And then in London, wow, we had such a great hang. Jack and Bobby and Laszlo and myself. That was just really good. And so not only in Los Angeles, not only at our place in New York, wherever we were recording together with Bobby, we had always a wonderful time. And so Bobby, thank you so much for being the founding member.
Leslie and I are the first two soulmates. Well, the common element is Leslie Mandoki. He is the one that brought all of us together in the first place. He is the one that made it all fun.
I wish you from my heart the very, very, very best for you. And thank you for all these wonderful journeys around the world, musically and personally. Thank you.
I would like to tell you one thing. You are such a wonderful audience. You make us feel like this is heaven. And I would like to introduce you to the god of this concert, Leslie Mandoki!
You are it, baby.
I'm just a drummer.
You are God!
Anytime this crowd of people gets together for an event, I know it's going to be a big event because all of them are absolutely top of their game.